Okay, Dan, what do we have here?
This is a 1937 Packard V12. The body style is the Club Sedan, which is also known as a close couple sedan by some people. It's shorter than the limousine. It's a shorter wheelbase, which makes it a nicer car to drive. It has the shutter grille up front, which is thermostatically controlled to open at about 180 degrees, which all the high dollar cars of that era had.
Those are really nice side vents there.
Yes, 1937 was a great year for Packard for having a car that you could really drive. It was the first year for independent front suspension. So you'll see the front bumper is a regular bumper, not the heavy vibration dampening bumper that the earlier Packards had, because the car rode so smoothly down the highway it did not need the vibration dampening bumper. It also has hydraulic brakes the first year for the senior Packard instead of the mechanical brakes that were present in 36 and prior years. You'll see from this angle the Club Sedan has just the two big windows on the side. The C-pillar is wide, or it's a closed off panel. There's no little window behind there, which some of the limousines had, which makes this a more attractive body style. I bought this car 15 years ago or so after a nationwide search. I wanted to find a closed Packard because I don't like driving around in the sun and the wind so much. And of the closed body styles, I think the Club Sedan is the most attractive.
And this is a car in original condition.
This car is basically a very well cared for original. It has about 60,000 original miles on it, and we're pretty much sure of that. I really bought it after looking at one or two other cars. There's so few to find. I bought it because it has the original upholstery from 1937, and originality and preservation are now good words instead of bad words.
Awesome. Let's take a peek at the inside.
We'll open this door. Lighting may not be good for you. I'll try both doors and you can pan back and forth. You can see the 37 Packard had a mixture of real wood and wood simulated metal painted.
This is the real wood here, and these look completely
yeah, and the
original.
door is real wood, and then it's wood grain metal on the dash. Now these door panels and the seats is all original. So the fabric has faded a little bit in color, but it's amazing how well preserved that it is.
Yes.
We did repair one panel, but I don't think you will even be able to see it without being shown. It has original carpet. The Packard 12s came with a very high quality carpet, and almost none of the original carpets remain, but this front and back is still the original
stuff.
stuff.
Take a peek at the back here. Is that a heater vent?
That's a heater vent. It was an exhaust type heater. That's been disabled years ago because people learned that you can get asphyxiated if you get a little corrosion in your muffler system.
Oh.
And so that's been deactivated, but we have the vent to enjoy looking at it. And the quality sedans all had beautiful lighting in here. There's a lot of accessory lighting, and there's a little mirror for the ladies.
Huh. Beautiful.
And you have to have an ashtray.
Yeah. Get another shot of the dash from here. Well, we'll shut this off for a second. We'll take a peek at the engine, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The car has not needed much done to it since I bought it, but I thought the paint, which was not original, was getting a little tired, so I had it repainted. So it has a very new, nice quality paint in Packard Blue that gives the car a very nice look.
Beautiful. Okay, Dan, well that's great, and let's shut this off real quick and open the engine compartment and let's hear it running.
Okay.
Okay, Dan, go ahead and start it up.
All right, let's see if it'll go. There we go. It is running.
Barely
So you can hear it.
Barely.
And if it's warmed up enough, it shouldn't die on us, but let's go take a look at the engine compartment. I hope it doesn't. The engine has not been detailed for show, but it has been rebuilt by an expert in Santa Ana.
Boy, that is smooth.
Packard collectors will know the name of Custom Auto in Santa Ana, which is a very famous Packard restoration shop in LA, and Cal Sost is their lead mechanic, and he's the one that rebuilt the engine. The engine only had 55,000 miles at that time, but there was a failure of the piston rings, and so it was smoking quite a bit. So he took the engine out, took it all apart, replaced those rings, and the pistons had to be replaced, but he said the rest of the engine was near perfect. So he just cleaned up everything from the valve springs down to the bottom of the engine. Since that was done, I've taken it on 1 or 2 major tours, such as driving from LA to Oregon and up the top of Mount Hood, and the engine is a fine, solid performer.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you, Dan. It's a beautiful, beautiful vehicle.
Thank you.
Well, my name is Dave Henry, and please give me a call and to discuss this Packard and make an offer on it. I'd sure appreciate it. My cell phone is 805-705-4924. That's 805-705-4924. And please visit my website, which is spokemotors.com. That's spoke, S-P-O-K-E, motors, M-O-T-O-R-S.com. Thank you very much for tuning in.